Pilots. Orthophotography has brought us far in terms of realism in flight simulators. One could even say it was a quantum leap forward in terms of realism. However, satellite imagery comes with its own flaws, issues, and challenges, and I would say let's have a look at one of them. This is X-Plane 12. I'm standing in Dortmund-Wickede, EDLW. It's my home airport, and currently I'm using Ortho4XP in this demo here. It's the tile for +51 +007. And let's go into the free camera and let's go up. Okay, so I've gone up from the airport, which is down below as you can see here. And let's have a look here. Back there we can see a green patch with a strong green line here. And I'm one of these persons that always found discoloration in orthophotography to be quite annoying. In fact, I would go so far as to say it has always been an immersion killer for me, and the reason why this exists is because of the way the satellite images are being created in the process. Sometimes the images are not good enough and they are being stitched together with different photos and they are put in the same place. And I scanned the files and I did find where it comes from. This one right here, it's a texture you can find within the textures folder of this tile, and we can see the clear line here where the discoloration happens. And if we look closely, we can find this exactly at this spot here in the orthophotography, and I don't think that's good enough. It is realistic, but it is not good enough and can destroy immersion in the flight simulator. And today I can introduce a tool I've developed myself. It's called Orthographic. It's a ground texture generator using photorealistic resources for flight simulators. About 3 years ago, I started to develop the tool to answer one single question. Can the challenges in orthophotography be overcome? And the answer is yes. Same airport, same area, same plane. We're going into the free flight camera and look at the same area we looked at before. We are at approximately the same altitude as before. Let's have a look at the same area, was around here. And as you can see, there's no discoloration in that area at all. It's one consistent, flowing piece of imagery that is generated by using OSM data. I'm pulling OSM data. I'm assigning photorealistic resources to a lot of tags like land use farmland, land use forest, residential areas, natural wood, and so on. I then render out single layers for every part of the area, and then I generate a final image. Let's go back into the plane and go up so we can have a closer look. This is the airport, Dortmund, here. And we can already see what my software is capable of doing. It is written in Python and took about 2.5 years. Currently implemented is zoom level 16, but this can be adjusted. And right now I'm using a photorealistic pool for Central Europe. In later stages of development, it is possible to implement the usage of different imagery pools for different continents or even subcontinents, for example, like North America. Let's have a look at some comparisons. Here is the first comparison. On the left side, we can see the satellite image taken from Bing Maps. And on the right side, you can see the render of Orthographic. Please note that roads and water bodies are being removed, but in the simulator they are being added again, completing the scenery. This is the next comparison image. Again, on the left you can see the satellite image on the left from Bing Maps, and on the right you can see the result of my render of the same area. Here's a third comparison. On the left we can see the satellite image, and in this particular image we can see a clear part of discoloration on the right hand side of the satellite imagery, which gives us different color contrasts in this particular image. In my render, however, this discoloration is completely eliminated, as I'm not using satellite imagery. I'm using data and synthesize the image from that data. I think we can see that the results are quite similar, if not almost identical. Here we have a few screenshots I took earlier. I will also post all of these images on the Patreon page. This is a screenshot that shows water bodies being implemented. This particular lake here is the same one you can see in this image here. I'm sorry. This is the lake. In the render it is missing. However, in the flight simulator it is being added using the current technologies of the X-Plane 12 water. Next up we have more comparison images. This one here is a close-up of bespoke area with this particular water body here, here and here. And on the right hand side you see my imagery from Orthographic, which includes a top-down view of the water being implemented at exactly the right places. Again, I'm posting these images on the Patreon page. Next up is a screenshot of the terrain. So if you're interested in using my scenery using orthographic imagery, you will also get the terrain in the scenery pack. In this case you can see the hills and mountains are perfectly modeled. I'm using standard resolution scans for the terrain. However, Tier 2 patrons may avail of high resolution LiDAR scans at no additional cost. Please note that high resolution scans will also use up more video memory in your graphic card. Rivers flow smoothly through complex terrain, as you can see here, including my imagery from my software. This is a screenshot of a file browser where you can see results of the renders and how they fit together. In these screenshots you can see what you would get if you were to buy X-Plane 12 today in the same area that I was just in Dortmund. This is how it looks with X-Plane 12 with no additional scenery, and this is how it looks if you apply my scenery, or rather my imagery from Orthographic. I highly recommend that you use X-World Europe, or the part in the world that you are in. I believe that at a later stage I will also provide tiles in other parts of the world. Right now I'm concentrating on Europe, so X-World Europe would be the package to use to achieve the same screenshot. Here's another comparison. Again, on the top you can see how it looks in X-Plane 12, and below is the very same area with my terrain and imagery applied. And lastly, another comparison image where you can see the Dortmund airport here with the looks of X-Plane 12 if you were to buy it today. And on the bottom you can see the very same area with my imagery applied. I will put all links in the description. All these screenshots are on my Patreon page. And if you want to convince yourself of the quality, I will provide a demo tile, to be more precise, this demo tile that you've just seen in the video, plus 51 plus 007, for free. You can download it and do a short VFR flight in that area to have a look at the quality of the imagery. Thank you for watching. See you soon.